What if I told you one of the NFL's best-known faces got stabbed in downtown Indianapolis, and then, while still in the hospital, got arrested? That's what unfolded overnight. Mark Sanchez, former first-round pick turned Fox Sports analyst, was rushed to a hospital after an early morning altercation, then later arrested by Indianapolis police on 3 misdemeanor counts. It reads like a bad movie: the injured man, the hospital bed, the cuffs. But the facts we have are messy, and that's exactly why people can't stop talking about this. The official line is simple: Sanchez was hurt, he's stable, and the Marion County prosecutor will decide the charges. The real questions are far thornier. Who started it? What's on the video the police watched? And how does a man go from victim to accused in the same night? Keep the clock in mind. Around 12:30 a.m. Saturday, police were called to the Wholesale District, the nightlife hub next to the Indiana State House. Reports say a confrontation between two men escalated into a physical fight. One man suffered lacerations, the other had injuries consistent with stab wounds. Sanchez was in Indianapolis to work the Raiders-Colts broadcast for Fox Sports. Instead, he wound up in an emergency room. Fox confirmed he's in stable condition and asked for privacy. Later, IMPD said it had identified all involved parties and, after further investigation, arrested Sanchez at the hospital on suspicion of battery with injury, unlawful entry of a motor vehicle, and public intoxication, all misdemeanors for now. That's the skeleton of the night. It's simple on paper, but the details we keep seeing in different reports start tilting the story in odd directions. The place matters. The wholesale district is packed with bars, taxis, delivery drivers, and cameras. Police say they reviewed video footage of the confrontation. When officials cite footage, that signals one of two things. Either the tape backs up a straightforward narrative, or it complicates everything. Video can show who escalated, who retreated, whether a vehicle was involved, and whether weapons were presented. Detectives are rarely eager to give up those frames unless they think the footage helps the charging decision, which tells us something. The visual record is a key piece of evidence, and investigators believe it can clarify the roles of the people involved. But video snippets leak, social media clips get sliced and shared, and suddenly context vanishes while opinions erupt. That's where rumor becomes wildfire. Let's break down the charges, so this isn't just legalese drifting over the story. Battery with injury means police allege Sanchez struck someone causing injury. Unlawful entry of a motor vehicle implies Sanchez is accused of getting into a vehicle when he wasn't allowed. That could mean anything from trying to move a car to forcing the door. Public intoxication is straightforward. Officers believe Sanchez was visibly intoxicated in public. Put together, the charges paint a picture that clashes with the instinctive narrative. The guy stabbed is not automatically a passive victim. Remember, an arrest is an accusation, not a verdict. The Marion County prosecutor must decide whether to file formal charges, which is where some of this either cools off or explodes. Now, the messy part. Different outlets have added different details. Some mention a dispute with a food delivery driver, others reference pepper spray being used, and a few mention Sanchez supposedly forcing entry into a vehicle. Those are the kinds of specifics that can shape public opinion, but they're the details that also get retracted or clarified later. What's consistent is that police describe an altercation between two men and that both ended up injured. Everything else sits on a spectrum, from reported by an unnamed source to seen on police video. As a scriptwriter, you have to respect that difference. Caveat every rumor. Use phrases like police say, or reports suggest, or it's been claimed, because a line between verified fact and barroom hearsay is thin in breaking moments like this. Even before the ink dried on police statements, fans, former teammates, and networks chimed in. Fox Sports issued a short, tight statement. Sanchez is recovering and stable. They thanked medical staff and asked for privacy. The New York Jets, Sanchez's longtime team, posted a supportive message on social media. But on the other side of that supportive chorus are the hot takes and the conspiracy angles. Was Sanchez targeted because he's recognizable? Was he the aggressor? Did a simple parking spat spiral out of control? Social media doesn't wait for the prosecutor's office. Clips, reaction videos, and opinion uploads start the narrative train rolling, and it's hard to derail. Public sentiment matters. Prosecutors read the room, networks watch how advertisers react, and athletes see how a single bad evening, especially one filmed and uploaded across platforms, can rewrite a public life that took years to build. So where does that leave us? On the surface, Sanchez was stabbed, hospitalized, and arrested. Underneath, a tangle of video, conflicting reports, and legal steps that will slowly sort fact from fiction. Is this a tragic night that got out of hand? A moment of poor judgment? Or the opening of a career-defining scandal? Right now, the only honest answer is we don't know. That uncertainty is the story. Here's what to watch next: the prosecutor's charging decision, any release of video footage, and whether Fox or other partners alter their relationship with Sanchez. Tell us what you think. Was this a chaotic night and a tragic mistake? Or does the arrest suggest something deeper? Drop your take below, and if you want, we'll break down the police footage and filings as soon as they're public. This one's far from over.